Hello, LYG family and extended community. I'm reaching out to you today to ask you to share 10 minutes of your time with me to talk about Louisville Youth Group. Growing up in rural Pennsylvania, there wasn't a lot of space to look, live, or act differently than my peers, and that meant I experienced severe bullying at times throughout my education. Some years it was so bad that I would stay home from school sick to avoid these classmates. Despite these difficult times, I was fortunate to have a strong, supportive, imperfect, and loving family. My family's love and willingness to encourage me to explore gave me the opportunity to adventure and grow, and the space to fail, learn, and establish my own direction. My family gave me gifts that allowed me to thrive while discovering who I was and who I wanted to become. This is why I'm passionate about strong youth development programs and why I believe so strongly in Louisville Youth Group. LYG creates the same space and opportunities for LGBTQ youth and young adults that my family gifted to me. While all young adults need access to resources that allow them to explore and feel connected to a larger community, it is paramount that we provide inclusive spaces for youth who are members of marginal communities. 80% of LGBTQ youth experience extreme feelings of social isolation, and as a result are 5 times more likely to attempt suicide. Additionally, because of lack of support at home and often experiences of abuse, it's estimated that 40% of the youth homelessness population is LGBTQ. When you layer other marginal identities like race, ethnicity, economic access, and gender identity and expression to sexuality, life becomes exponentially less safe for these youth. Over the past 30 years, LYG has grown substantially thanks to years of dedicated donors, volunteers, and other leaders. And to continue serving youth at our current level of support, we need to raise $15,000 a month to cover programming and staff expenses. While the current pandemic has not added to our costs, it has the potential to drastically reduce income from several sources. Today I'm here to ask you to help ensure that the LGBTQ youth of Kentucky and Southern Indiana continue to have access to the programming and resources provided by LYG by becoming a new monthly donor or by transitioning your current donation to a monthly gift. When you help us reach our monthly goals, you secure all youth-oriented programming, youth special events, and staff hours. You create space for the staff to be more creative in their approaches to programming and care. You encourage the growth of LYG, increasing access for our youth and extending our ability to reach more youth in need of our services. The South accounts for 35% of the LGBTQ population, and Louisville has the 11th largest LGBTQ population of any city. Despite these numbers, LGBTQ people in the South are more likely to lack legal protections, they're more likely to live in poverty, and to report low or no access to food and health care. Intensifying the problem, it is estimated that for every $10.10 we spend on resources and support per LGBTQ person in the Northeast, we only spend $1.17 per person in the South. Because of several historical reasons beyond our control, the South has reduced access to funding and other resources. In light of all of these circumstances, $15,000 can feel like a large amount of money to raise every month. But when we come together as a community, I know that we have the ability and the power to more than meet our goal. A friend of mine reminded me that $15,000 is equal to 500 people donating $30 a month. What's even more awesome than that is that there are people who can donate more, making it easier for others to give at a lower level. And every level matters. I've even set up a handy giving calculator that helps break down the many ways we can meet our fundraising goal. You can watch the calculator at this link. How can you help LYG? Donate. Check out my donation page here to make a one-time or monthly gift. If you're thinking about a single donation, consider dividing that number by 12 and making it monthly. No amount is too small. Before I lived in Louisville, I worked for a much larger LGBTQ center in another city. Of all the major donors and huge gifts during my time working there, the strongest memory I have of a donor is a man who mailed a physical $1 bill to the center every month. Without fail, it would show up almost the same day each month. It was all he could give, and even at that level, it made a huge impact on me and supported growth and change at the center. Do you want to raise money for LYG? Consider setting up your own peer-to-peer page. You can check out directions on how to create a page here. Share. Share this video with everyone you know. Friends, family, connections outside of Kentucky. The easiest and healthiest way for us to meet our goal is to share in the responsibility. This makes the burden lighter for everyone and also creates space for folks to give to multiple organizations or grassroots organizers, making the entire community stronger and healthier. Share your story. Do you have a story about growing up LGBTQ and people or places that made a huge impact on you? Did you belong to LYG as a youth, mentor, staff, board member, or other relationship? Make a video, write a poem, or tell a story about how LYG impacted your life and share it using the tags Pride at Home and @WeAreLYG. Help us tell the story of why LYG matters. Volunteer. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook by searching for @WeAreLYG and watch for upcoming Volunteer from Home opportunities. We're also working on updating the volunteer page on our website, louisvilleyouthgroup.org/volunteer. Before I finish, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. If you are struggling financially in any way, whether it's because of COVID-19 or other systemic issues, please do not feel pressured to give financially. LYG cares about our entire community, and we never want you to do something that would be harmful to you, your health, or your wellness. When you give, you don't just help pay LYG's bills. You become the foundation that allows LYG to thrive for another 30 years. You help sustain the legacy of LYG, ensuring that the LGBTQ youth today and in the future have access to tools, resources, and relationships that we didn't have at their age. When you give, you create hope. You build relationships, you strengthen our community, and you save lives. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Stay healthy, stay safe, and when all of this is over, we will celebrate together.